This video covers solving a two-step linear inequality, problem type 2. It's an ALEX subject, and I'm going to go through 4 examples for us today. So here I have 4 plus 6x is less than negative 14. So I'm going to go ahead and work to isolate my variable. I'm going to start by subtracting 4 from both sides, getting 6x is less than negative 18. Next, to get my variable by itself, we're going to go ahead and divide by 6. That gives me x is less than negative 3 as our answer for our first example. For our second example, I've got 9 is greater than or equal to negative 4y minus 11. So to start out, we need to get that variable term all by itself. So I add 11 to both sides. 20 is greater than or equal to negative 4y. And I'm going to go ahead and divide both sides by negative 4y to isolate my variable. But here's an important note. When we divide by a negative, I have to flip the sign. When we divide by a negative, we flip the sign. So I'm going to go ahead and divide both sides by negative 4. Negative 5 is no longer greater than, but less than or equal to y. When we divide by a negative, we flip the sign. Let's do 2 more examples. So I have negative 6w minus 11 is less than 1. So that means that negative 6w, after I add 11 to both sides, is less than a positive 12. And I have a negative 6w, so I know I'm going to be dividing by a negative. When I divide by a negative, we flip the sign. This is the number one thing that students miss when working with inequality. So I highly recommend on quizzes and exams, you remember that you flip the sign and check your work. So we have w is greater than negative 2. For example 4, I have 10 is less than or equal to 6u minus 2. I add 2 to both sides. 12 is less than or equal to 6u. In order to get that u by itself, I divide both sides by 6. So 2 is less than or equal to u.